love fucking crime snatchers. Ask.
Flip man. It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Flippinar 283. We're in here, and tonight's topic is on-demand coaching.
Yeah, you see it.
The title messed up.
Yeah.
On-demand coaching. Yeah. Okay, so on-demand coaching. Let me change it on YouTube. At least the other ones they can kick rocks. On-demand coaching for $5 to start wholesaling houses. And I wasn't even rushing, so I ain't really no excuse.
No excuse.
But
you say kick rocks and holy socks. Oh wow.
All right. So anyway, we're here to answer your questions. So we'll get to the topic: on-demand coaching for $5 to start wholesaling houses. Flippinar 283. Now we did a video earlier this week on that particular topic. Some of you all are already in on it, but I think you will be amazed. So I have the wonderful, most amazing human being that I know, Adria AP, here to make this thing go as smooth as a baby's what. And so the main thing is if you like what we do, we don't ask for much. Will you please at least do this? Subscribe to the channel by selecting this button here. Once you subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, select all, so you now are alerted whenever we upload new videos like this one and when we go live daily. Okay, if you want to join us live, get pushed to the front of the line, text the word Gator to 205-964-5243. Over to you, AP.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday evening. Yes, this is the place where we talk about wholesaling with little to no cash or credit and other creative ways to invest in real estate and ways to do it and tools to put in your chest to make it a little bit easier for you. So that's what we're here to talk about today. And if you're not familiar with the way this works, you post the questions, I'll read the question, and Ty, aka the Flip Man, will answer your question. That's pretty simple. It's really, really simple, right? But
we're gonna do something here.
What we're gonna do?
Can you share your screen over there? Do you have a share screen button over
there? I do. I have a present.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. So,
I want to share my screen.
We have to show the two early because I'm gonna answer the question, and then you're gonna let my chat bot answer it too.
Okay.
If it's a question, some of them might not be questions that can be,
Okay.
So, but we'll figure it out. I'll let you know which one we'll do it on. So, but go ahead though.
Copy. Good Girl Properties. Hey, how you doing? Done and done. Alerts are on. Xavier Player says, Flip Man, what up? Thor, my guys on, what is this? Instagram? Or is this TikTok? I don't know.
That's TikTok.
TikTok. Go ahead and post your questions in there too. Ellis Berry says, good evening, guys. Are you comping houses tonight? We can always comp houses. You can always join us by texting the word Gator, Gator, so the number 205-964-5243.
I ain't even put the link in there. My bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Slipping, slacking.
Slapping, slipping.
Okay, so yes, you can join us live, get bumped to the front of the line, and ask any questions and follow-up questions that you may have. I would love to bring you on this evening. The Celestial Servant King Prophet Philip, good evening. SS says, hello. I was wondering what lead types should I start with? Okay, that's an actual question. Hold on, puppy breaks, pause.
Okay, so
I got you.
So I just wait a minute.
Okay,
wait a minute. Okay. So I'm about to send you. Okay, I'm sending it to you. So
Okay.
down at the bottom, you'll see it should be the green button. It's the message button down at the bottom. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You see you open it?
Yeah. And you know what?
Did you see what I just? Oh, you read?
Nobody's logged into it.
Huh?
Nobody's logged into it.
Oh, it's not logged into it?
No.
Which one? Let me see. Let me see. I can't see. What did that say?
Sign into iMessage with your Apple ID. It's not signed in.
Oh, okay. Let me see
Send
how
it
I'm
to
gonna do that.
Gmail or
Um,
Safari.
huh?
Or let me
You want me to
see.
email it to you? Oh, you can't pull up your email.
I
Um,
can't.
okay, all right. Adria Prince. Let me see. What you is, Adria? There it is. I'm sending it to your
Gmail.
Gmail. Okay.
Okay. Let me see here.
Hold on, guys. I think you're gonna like this. So normally we wait till the end and start a cruise what we're showing here, but we're gonna start to do it at the same time. Now this is a demo. This is in the works. Adria's gonna share her screen when you share your answer, right?
Why 69 hours my daggone code? Let me verify it on my phone. Yes, I'm trying to sign in. It's me. Then it just sent me another code.
It still didn't let you do it.
Hold on. Yeah, it
Uh,
just sent me another code. I got it. It's just my phone asking me, is it me? And I'm telling it, it is me. Galaxy 22. All right, keep talking, keep talking. I'm
how now, Brown Cow? Y'all remember that episode of Good Time?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
When Thelma was trying to get a mama to speak proper, and how now, Brown Cow?
Yes, it's me.
It take an act of Congress to get in your email, right?
It does. Like I have to put the code, and it keeps asking me another code, and I say that it's asking me like 3 of them.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Yes, Mac OS. I'll give you permission. Funky Mac, don't nobody like Mac, but okay.
You crazy.
Okay, done. All I want you to do is do my email.
You got it?
Refresh. You know what? You are so impatient.
Well, we are live.
We are like. That's why I said keep talking.
Well,
keep
I
talking.
ain't got nothing to say.
Okay, well, let me.
You still okay?
Okay.
Go ahead. Let me answer that question. I'll go ahead and answer it.
Thank you.
Will it let you copy out the chat? Will it let you copy and paste?
I'm sure it will. Yeah.
It'll let you. It'll let you do it. Okay.
Okay, so let me go here. Let me just say this. Okay, Ruben Williams. Hello, Lisa Page, Darrell, Harvey, Chad Tep. I see you all. Keep coming on in. Start posting those questions. Scott Miller, Kiki Tom. Hey, we in here kikiing. So SS's question was, I was wondering, what lead types should I start with as a newbie? I'm having a hard time.
Okay. Will it let you copy that?
Give me a second.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and answer the question. All right. So what lead types? What was it now? What lead types
should he start with as a newbie?
All right. So what lead types should you start with as a newbie? What lead types should you start with as a newbie? Well, couple of things. First of all, you have to know thyself. Next, resources. What do I have available to invest in my business on a monthly basis? Now, what I mean by know thyself, I could, even if I was 18 right now, and I could practice till the cows come home, I may not still be good enough to get an MBA or get go get a college scholarship, right?
Right.
So you have to know thyself. So cold calling, I would probably never be highly successful at that because of whatever's in me, that my feelings would get hurt through those calls. I don't know if I'm able to overcome that. My boy used to say, because I don't have any kids, but he say, so if your kids, if it came down to you your kid's starving, are you sitting here making these calls to make some money? Or are you going to allow your kids to starve? Well, obviously the answer is no, right? But
Mm,
but the problem with that is you got all other alternatives, the other options rather. And so what I mean by that is starting out, cold calling ain't for everybody. But what I do know now that I didn't know when I started is if I'm not good at something, you either partner with someone or pay someone that is good at it to still get that goal accomplished. Now, cold calling is not the only way. I'm just using that as knowing yourself and your resource. So if you're a resource, or if you have $0 to invest in the business on a monthly basis, then you're going to have to network your butt off, leveraging the internet, social media, and networking. That's the way you're going to have to be able to find deals. Now, if you have a few $100s, we'll just say you got $500 to invest in the business on a monthly basis. Now that will allow you to do some cold calling and or text messaging, right? Even some bandit signs. If you have that much money to invest in the business on a monthly basis. All right. So those are the two things. You just have to know yourself and all obviously the resource that you have available to invest in the business. Now, then the market that you're in. Now, if you're targeting houses, it's going to factor in greatly on how large of a city that you're in locally. But you're not limited to that because you can do some virtual wholesaling, regardless if you're in a large city, decent sized city, small town or not. You can do that. But if you're in a large city, ideally, I recommend if you have uh, uh, ideally, if you grew up there, you know that city. Now, sometimes people don't know outside of where they live in their city. Like it's almost like they don't live in the entire city. They only know their part of the city, right? So, but the thing is, you're still close enough where you can network with enough people and get more familiar with parts of your city that you may not know that well. But local, in most cases, is going to be the best way to go for most people when you start talking about houses. All right. So, did you get that link, Adrian?
yes, I did, sir.
You copied it and put it in the thing?
Yes,
Okay.
I did, sir.
So, can you share your screen?
Yes,
Okay. So
sir.
let's see here. What we got?
Hold on. Give me a second because I have to present it
Do the entire screen.
and share screen
Your entire screen.
and check entire screen.
Yep.
And I click it and I say share.
Yep.
Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. To fix it, go to System Preferences, unlock this screen by selecting the lock in the bottom left, check Google Chrome. Look here, man. Like this Mac stuff is just, ooh, it's dumb.
So it should open it right up for you.
It says I've lost permission to capture.
No, I'm saying that the permission should have came straight up for you.
Oh, no, it didn't.
All right, so let me walk you through it right quick. So up there, so you see the little icon, the gray little icon by the numbers thing, the green numbers thing. Well, yours might not be set up that way.
Okay.
You see it?
No, but keep talking.
All right, so that it's a system preferences.
Okay.
You got that open?
I do not, but just keep talking. I'm looking.
We got to find that first. Ain't no reason to keep talking if you don't find that.
Oh, okay. So hold on, let me just go back here. No, don't do that. Don't show my face. Printing. How about share screen? Entire screen. I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna hit share, and then I'm gonna click on system preferences, and I'm gonna just leave this open system preferences. I got that, and then go where?
It should have went right to where you should go. Turn it around. Okay, yeah. So down at the bottom left, you see that little lock there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you got the code. It asks for the code. So 3535002. Yeah. So I let you in.
I give permission to Google Chrome.
Okay, boom. Let's try it again.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I went out, guys, and coming back in. I'm gonna go onto this profile, and we're gonna go to stream, just right here. I'm entering the studio. You can go ahead because I got this part. Like I
Oh
really
no,
got.
we want you to read the answer.
Oh,
That's
okay. Well, you
yeah.
do know I have to go back and I had to close everything out. I went back into Gmail. That's yours. Let me go into
Well,
mine.
you should have had the window open.
I closed everything out. It made me close Chrome
Okay,
out.
all right, all right.
That's okay. That's okay. It's right here. Guess what I got? I got the link open. I am ready to go. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to hit present and I'm going to hit share screen and I'm going to say, yes, just follow along with me. That, and I'm sharing and bam. Do you see that?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, but I need to go back and get a question first.
Go ahead.
Okay. So we're going to take hi, we're going to take Tiffany's question. If the seller is asking for the deposit early, like before I get a buyer, what should I do? Is that a good one?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it?
If the seller is asking for the deposit early, like before I get a buyer, what should I do?
Okay, so if the seller's, I guess, asking for earnest money deposit early before you get a buyer, what should you do? Well, that's going to be normal practice. Is that you're going to put up earnest money deposit with the contract between you and the seller. That's normal practice. So that's the way it works normally. That's why you put up earnest money deposits that you have or have access to. And what you typed it in there?
Yeah, it won't let me copy and paste. It's fine. Keep going.
Okay, all right.
Keep going.
Well, God dog it. So anyway, so the process is whenever you put a property in a contract, normally you're going to include earnest money deposit, right? And so that earnest money deposit has to be something that you can afford and really willing to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I recommend $10, $50, $100. So, it's ready? Yeah, go. All right, so share screen.
StreamYard is sharing your screen.
Let me see. Why? Oh, what's that?
Yeah, I stopped it because you made it seem as if you couldn't see it.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so what did it say?
Everything in real estate is negotiable. While it's not common practice to make the earnest money deposit after the inspection period ends, it's something you could negotiate with the seller or their representatives. If you're dealing with sellers directly, they might not even question it. However, real estate agents or brokers might find it uncommon. The key is to reach an agreement that both you and the seller or their representatives are comfortable with.
There you go.
That's a good answer.
There you go. All right, so I'll just say, what are we doing here? All right, so um,
Awesome.
okay, so basically, you're going to be able to have access to my brain 24/7 by being able to ask a question like we just posed there, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so I think it says $5. Actually, it'll be less than that or whatever, but it'll be it'll be one credit, which will be $1. Actually, it'll be $1 for a question. So literally 50 questions could get answered for $50, right?
Right.
It's just they'll be sold in probably $5 blocks or whatever. So, but that's what we're going to do all night. I'm going to answer it the way I would answer it, and then Adria is going to type it in and see how my chat bot would have. Now, this is just a demo version.
Mm-hmm.
When we get it done, it's going to be about 2 months to get it finished. Then, we'll have access to it, but it's going to be limited though. I don't know if it's going to be 100 people that are going to have access to it or 200. But to get on the waiting list, if you're going to be interested in having on-demand coaching anywhere, anytime, you need to get on that waiting list, right? To get on that waiting list, watching tonight's Flippinar 283, text the word FLEX, FLEX, FLEX to 205-964-5243. Text the word FLEX to get on that waiting list to have access to this on-demand anywhere, anytime, Flipman coaching tool. Text the word flex. So again, we're going to be using it all night to 205-964-5243. What's the next question, Adrian?
All right. So do you want them to see it like populate the answer? Or you just want me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go first, actually.
Now let me answer first.
Okay. What are your
Go ahead.
What are your thoughts on JV?
Okay, what are my thoughts on JVing? Some people run their entire operation just JVing and have large, very, multi-million, 8-figure businesses just JVing, namely Keegley. And so it can be a very profitable thing and probably the easiest way to get your first deal. And that's what I was talking about earlier by just simply networking. JVing is short for joint venture, meaning you're going to partner with normally another investor / wholesaler to pull off a deal, whether on the buyer or the seller side of it. But it can be a very lucrative way to start doing this, and a cost you zero to do it by just simply networking and understanding how to insert yourself into deals. So what does Ask Flipman say? The Ask Flipman chatbot say?
Okay.
The demo. This is just a demo
the
version.
demo. So
you got to share the screen.
Give me a moment. I'm talking.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so this is LaShawna Reed's question. So thoughts on JVing, and I'm going to hit it. Actually, I had already did it before, but we're going to let it do its thing. The answer is joint venturing or JVing can be a great strategy in real estate investing. It allows you to partner with other people and pool resources together to close deals. This can be especially beneficial if you're new to the industry or if you don't have all the necessary resources to close a deal on your own. However, it's important to note that the more people involved in a deal, the more complicated it can become. Communication and clear agreements are key to making sure everyone is on the same page and understands their roles and responsibilities. So while JVing can be a great strategy, it's not without its challenges. It's important to carefully consider who you're partnering with and to have clear agreements in place to ensure everyone is working towards the same goal.
Now I wouldn't talk like that. We're gonna work on, but that's what I would say. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more clear than the way I would piece it together. And we're gonna try to get my tone as much as possible. But yeah, that's the way I would explain it. But it explained it in a more educational manner.
Professional.
Yeah, more professional manner. Yeah.
Yes,
okay. Boom. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So let me stop sharing my screen and no, you know what? I'm gonna keep sharing my screen. The next question is, what is the best way to find property owner information? So go ahead.
Let me answer first.
Okay.
Can you show me?
Hmm?
Can you?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what was the question again?
What is the best way to find property owner information?
Okay, what is the best way to find property owner information? Now, there are free ways of doing it. The county courthouse, you're paying your taxes. That information is supposed to be available to you to access. Now, the only issue with that is a lot of counties haven't spent a lot of money in the user interface or the user experience on their website that you're spending your hard-earned tax money on, right? That's the issue with it. Now, some of them are great, but a lot of them are not. I don't like one of the counties here, or pretty much all the counties in Alabama that I've accessed. Some of them are a little better than others. I think Tuscaloosa County has a decent website, but like Jefferson County, I started this in 2003. I'm assuming they had that website before I started. It has not changed in 20 years. I'm talking about literally, not one letter has changed in 20 years. And it ain't that user friendly. Now, okay, but so that's the free way. Now you have paid options such as digulator.com, aka PropStream, and we'll train you on that. So if you text the word tool to 205-964-5243, I'm saying tool, TOOL, no S, to 205-964-5243, you can access that tool. Now, what does the Ask Flipman chatbot anywhere, anytime coaching tool says, Adria?
Okay. And you said I'm not still sharing. It said that I was.
At the stage. There you go.
There I am. Okay. Posted in the question. The answer: the best way to find property owner information is through the tax assessor's website.
Well, I said that.
You did.
That's the county. Tax assessor website is the county.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Boom.
You can search the address and it will take you to the owner of record that's on the deed of the property. This method is free and accessible to everyone as it's just a Google search away. Another method
I would say that.
Yes. Google is your friend. Okay. Another method is using online tools like NetR Online. You can input the address and it will show the owner's name and their mailing address. This is also a free version of finding property owner information. There are also some apps available that can find property owner information if you input the address. However, I can't recommend specific apps as it wasn't mentioned in the context. Remember, finding out who actually owns the property is not that difficult with these methods.
Now, I messed up right there, didn't it? Because I would recommend some tools. Yep. We got that's a hallucination, as they call it, an AI hallucination. Because I would recommend tools to use, paid tools to use. Mm-hmm. All right, so. Okay.
Let me talk to my folks over here on TikTok. Hold on, because Pink Sky 09. Yes, I am. I absolutely am. Thank you for recognizing it. Appreciate it. So let's see here. We got Armani Man, and we got A. So A wants to know, sir, you're sir. Mm-hmm. How is the best way to get a purchase agreement?
What is the best way to get a purchase agreement?
Yes.
All right. You gonna do that one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the best way to get my one pay, see, ask it just like he asked it though.
Okay.
The best way to get a purchase agreement, I give away a contract that I've been using since 2003, but I've been giving away since 2008. You could text the word contract to 205-964-5243. Not only will I show you, you'll get access to the contract for free as much as you want. Also show you how to fill it out for sellers and buyers and how to get it signed electronically. Now, what does the Ask Flip Man chat box anywhere, anytime? Text the word flex if you want to get on the waiting list, 205-964-5243. What does it say, Adria?
All right, let's go back here, share, and we got the question there. Oh, it's thinking. Oh, this is going to be a long one. Yeah, we might have to tweak this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what is it?
The best way to get a purchase agreement is to create one yourself or have a real estate attorney draft one for you. You can also find templates online, but it's important to make sure they comply with your local laws. Once you have a purchase agreement, you can fill it out with the details of the property and the terms of the sale. This includes the purchase price, the closing date, and any contingencies. Once both parties agree to the terms, they can sign the agreement to make it official.
Okay. All right. Now that hold on. Oh, now you got something going. All right. So now you say, do you have a contract that you offer? That girl can read too.
Yes, I learned like first grade.
Okay, that's what's up.
Can't type though. Ooh, dude.
All right, so let's see what it says here. Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
What did it say, AP?
Okay. It states, because it doesn't talk. Yes, I do offer a contract. You can get it by texting the word contract to 205-964-5243. This contract has been used all over the country in every state. It's not state specific, but because you and a seller can literally write up a contract anywhere. It just has to be binding in some form or fact. The contract includes details like the date of preparation, the address of the property, the condition of the property as is, the closing date, and the closing location. You can also use this contract for both sellers and buyers.
Ow! Sweet, that is draws. All right. I like that.
All right. So sticking on TikTok. Hold on. I'm also doing an order at Target as well.
Okay.
Okay.
While you waiting,
we got
so if you want to get on the waiting list, text the word flex to 205-964-5243. Just imagine you having access to my brain, all of this content, 1,700 videos, step-by-step course at your fingertips, like a finger roll.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Text flex to 205-964-5243.
Because we flexing on them.
All right, let's
Okay.
go to the next one.
Let's see here. Tommy, I see you. Dion, I see you as well. Pink Sky, who said I was DFM, wants to know, is the earnest money negotiable?
I love that question. Is the earnest money deposit negotiable? You're gonna type it just like he said it, though.
Yes.
I mean, she. Is the earnest money deposit negotiable? Yes, everything is negotiable. Now, whether it's get accepted or not is another question. Yes, it is negotiable for sure. One thing that you can do in your negotiations, you can always delay the earnest money deposit if they want a substantial amount. You can always say, hey, I'm gonna put this amount down now, and then put a larger amount down whenever the due diligence period ends. So you may only can afford $10, $100, but they may want 1,000. Tell them you'll put the other 900 down after the due diligence. If you can't find a buyer in that time, cancel the contract, get your money back. So what does Ask Flip Man, chatbot, anywhere, anytime coaching tool says?
All right, let me share. Go back here, and we're gonna enter the question. It's thinking. Okay. Yes, the earnest money is negotiable. It's a term within a contract that you can negotiate in your favor. You can either lower the amount or extend the time before it's put up. However,
What? Ain't that what you just said?
Okay. Okay. However, it's important to note that it could potentially be a deal breaker, just like if someone gives you a price that doesn't work for you. So while it's negotiable, it's important to approach the negotiation with care.
What do you think about that?
That's nice. It's like it's the right answer, but it's like not in your tone. You know how
it's not in my tone.
text like I talk until I have to email, but it's not writing the way you talk.
Yeah, we'll fix that.
Okay.
We'll get that. This is just a demo. This is not even the tool that we actual platform we'll be using.
Okay.
Your boy spending a little bread on this, so.
Okay. So the follow-up question for that, Pink Sky, pump it, pump your brakes. Hold on. Pump
it.
Golly.
Juicy.
The follow-up to that question was going to be, hold on, this was her follow-up. I had to pay an assignment fee. Does this go towards the closing costs? Well, why would she be paying an assignment fee?
Wait a minute. Say that again.
I had to pay an assignment fee. Does this go towards the closing costs?
I think maybe confused on that. I think they that. You pay the earnest money deposit. It doesn't go toward the closing costs unless that was what was negotiated.
Mm-hmm.
But you say you had to pay an assignment fee. That I'm not sure. They didn't ask that, right? I'm really not sure. I'm not even trying to guess.
The first question was, is the earnest money deposit negotiable?
Okay.
Was the question as well. And then the follow-up question was, does the assignment fee go towards closing costs? And then another follow-up was, I had to pay $3,000. So I think we're not talking about assignment fee. We're still talking about earnest money deposits.
Okay. So what's the question?
The $3,000, not necessarily closing costs, but I guess the question
is,
does that come
$3,000?
Right. Where does that come out at?
They want her to put up $3,000?
Yeah.
It just goes up. You really get that back,
mm-hmm.
but it still has to be put up. If you're agreeing to put up $3,000, you'll get that back, but it still has to be put up in escrow with the title company or closing attorney.
But how much would a property have to be for you to put up $3,000?
It could be $20,000 or whatever you negotiate.
Wow, that's a lot.
Probably on $3,000. I would say for a few $100,000 normally, though.
Yeah.
Normally.
Well, I guess the better question is, what am I expecting to get back if I put up $3,000?
Yeah, if I'm putting up $3,000, I need to be adding a zero on that, man.
Yeah, Okay, follow-up was, it was 5,000 and they talked them down to 3.
So you get no, don't do. Well, what
I
are the
think it's too
numbers
late.
on that deal? What's her
The
name?
purchase price was 173 and the ARV
Nah,
was 270. What?
no. What are the repairs on that?
You ain't got room for no repairs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. That's tough. That's tough.
No, Pink Sky. Okay. She says I'm a newbie, and then the follow-up was they got me, huh? So
Oh, you already put the money up. This
I
is a done deal. You done did it.
yeah,
This
repair
ain't
around
this ain't this ain't
16,000.
this ain't hypothetical. You've done it.
Yeah, the repairs are around 16,000. But they're doing the repairs themselves. Okay, so just teach a moment. The purchase price is 173. So apparently that's what they got it in agreement for with the seller, and the ARV is 270. So if
Okay.
the ARV was of the property was 270, what's the amount using?
Well, I got the calculator up right now. I
Okay,
guess
well,
I'll show my screen here.
Yes, you share yours.
Yeah, let's share my screen here.
She's on TikTok. She can't see. You're gonna have to hop
Well,
over to
but
YouTube.
this is good for everybody else though.
Okay.
And we're what minute we in?
35.
Okay, I would love to know what the square footage, but she said the repairs only 16, but I'm gonna say 20 grand.
Okay.
Right. I don't know when she came up with 16, but okay. All right. So boom. So with that being said, even if you're trying to make 10 grand on this, you would need to be at 159 or less. What she said she was at?
173.
Yeah, it's a tight deal. I'm pretty sure those repairs are more than that, but whatever. We're gonna go with 20 grand.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a tough one. What's she trying to do? Fix and flip?
I would assume because she said we're doing the repairs ourselves.
Yeah, if they're doing a fix and flip, then they'll profit off that. They should if the numbers are right and the repairs are right. So
but those are wholesaling numbers.
Yeah, no, they're not wholesaling numbers. Yeah, a fix and flip, yeah, you can make some money off of that. Okay. That's if they're gonna do the work themselves. If that's just the materials, what's it gonna call? Yeah, y'all should do pretty well because you should be under 200 grand all in as far as fix and flip and purchase. Then after paying a realtor and all that, you may walk away with 40 to 50.
Okay,
so that ain't bad.
Okay, for a fix and flip.
Well, fix and flip, yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I like it be a little cheaper, but that would work.
All right. Yes, she said I have my own remodeling crew.
Okay. So, yeah. That's fix and flip. That's a little different, baby girl.
Okay. Well, there you go. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Let's jump into Savo side quest. Would you recommend text blasting?
Would I recommend? Oh yeah, text the word text to 205-964-5243 TEXT to get the instructional video on how to do that. You gonna ask that one?
I am.
Okay. All right. Boom. Okay. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Here you go. You put it back on me.
No, you got to edit. You got to edit. All right. So what we're using here is the Axe Flip Man chat bot that's coming soon. Get on the waiting list to get coaching anywhere, anytime for a little $1 question, $5 blocks. So it's actually Adrian just posted that question. Let's see what it says.
I don't like this answer already.
All right, that's fine. That's why I want to do it.
Okay.
What it say?
Would you recommend text blasting? While text blasting can be an effective way to reach a large number of potential leads quickly, it's important to note that it's a gray area legally. Most of the time, people haven't opted into receiving these types of messages, which can lead to potential legal issues.
That's a good
Therefore,
answer.
It's crucial to approach this method with caution and ensure you're complying with all relevant laws and regulations.
Okay, that's a good answer because the company that I work with, which is Batch Leads, they have a legal team to make sure they're compliant.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my question is this: is this like where I can ask a follow-up?
Yeah, you can ask a follow-up. Yeah, you say, do you have a service that you recommend or something like that? Go now, ask whatever you gonna ask. Don't let me tell you what to ask. What is Adrian gonna ask?
But who do you recommend? Like I'm texting the way I talk. Like that ain't answer my question. Like what? Okay. Ooh, was thinking.
All right.
Sorry, I can't answer as I don't have enough knowledge about that subject.
You got to ask more detail. but who do you recommend for text messaging
Okay.
as a text messaging service?
Okay. Now, if it doesn't come up now, this is most definitely something we need to fix.
Yeah.
I recommend using batch leads for text messaging service. It's designed specifically for wholesalers and is very effective in generating leads. They also provide good training once you sign up for it. To get access to the text messaging platform, you can text the word text to the number 205-964-5222. It says 522. Yeah, that ain't your number. 52243. This will also provide you with a video that explains the proper way of text messaging so you can stay legal.
All right, a little blip there, but it. All right, is that what you were looking for?
That is what I was looking for, but I'm gonna ask you this.
Yeah,
you just wasted my question.
Why?
Because
of
the way I formed my question.
Well,
I had to ask twice.
Ideally, whenever it gives you a sorry, I don't know the answer to that. We're gonna give you that credit back. You know what I'm saying? That credit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now you keep up there asking who is Michael Jordan all the time. You know, we're gonna have to filter that. You're gonna have to start getting. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to have some parameters around that. You know, we don't know who Michael Jordan is. That's not in the database, right? So anyway.
I bet if I wait a minute.
Who is Fred G. Sanford? Oh wow.
You talk about him enough.
That's a good one. Let's see what it says.
Okay, guys, I'll get back to the chat questions because I just wanted to show you how awesome this service is going to be. Sorry, I can't answer this question. I don't have enough knowledge. Give me my credit back. You're supposed to know about daggone Fred Sanford. I am upset. I am upset. Very, very.
Hey, the genius for give me my money back.
Give. Hey guys, so go ahead and post in the chat there if this is something that you would most definitely be interested in. You can also text the word flex, FELEX, to the number 205-964-5243 to be added to the wait list. When this thing goes live, hopefully you in that number. I hope you in that number to be able to use this service. Yes. Natalie, I'm sorry. JV means joint venture. That was one of our first questions. But yeah, I don't think it did. It told us what it meant. Joint venture is just partnering with another wholesaler to bring a deal together. You could possibly bring the seller, they can bring the buyer. Just make sure your contract is ironclad to make sure it knows who's getting what amount out of the deal. Ace Twan, you get in the Gator room by texting the word Gator, GATOR, to the number 205-964-5243. That's GATOR to 205-964-5243. As soon as I see you come on live on my screen, I'll bring you on to join us where you can ask your question and any follow-up questions. All right. So
text the word flex, FLEX, to 205-964-5243 if you want to get on that waiting list to be in the number whenever the Ask Flip Man chatbot coaching anywhere, anytime is available. Text the word flex to 205-964-5243. Only one, well, it is 2 twos, but not
3.
Not 3.
Not consecutive twos. All right. Schooly Lifestyle over on TikTok says, hey, I'm a first timer. Well, welcome. Glad you're here.
What up, man?
Yes, you're renovating a school bus to live in. Those are so interesting when I see those on the commercials.
Wow.
Those school buses be fire. Like, oh, they'd be so nice. I'd be like, I can live in that. It'd be like the tiny homes, but on wheels, had like the bathroom, be like the split level, the TV to come outside. You got to check out the school bus rentals, like the really good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had like a bunk bed for the kids, master bedroom, float up. Man, I could live in it. I sure could. Living in my mama's backyard. Wouldn't move. All right. So Ruben Williams wants to know, how do I comp commercial properties if the house is by a lot of stores?
Okay. You gonna type that in there?
No.
You don't
No.
like that one?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Why?
Because I have like 50 questions
Oh,
and it's taking a little bit
it's a long.
longer.
Okay.
So
Okay.
some
All right.
really good ones. And you
Okay.
say do that, I'll do that.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. So how do you comp a what now?
Commercial property.
A
If
commercial. A
if
com-
the house is by a lot of stores.
I guess he means a house that's zoned commercial.
Okay.
I
Okay.
guess that's what he's saying.
Yeah, we're
I,
gonna go with
I
that.
huh?
We're gonna go with that.
Okay. So the house is the only one that's a house on that street, is what he's saying.
Yes. Maybe
Well,
it's
you
how do
still
you comp a house if that house is surrounded by a lot of stores?
okay. You still use houses that are nearby. It's just
Mhm.
that you're going to discount that particular property if it's zoned residential. Now, if it's zoned commercial, then it is a living dweller it's treated as a single family property. For the sake of you evaluating it as a deal for you, then I'm going to comp it as a as a house and just discount it, maybe 10 grand or whatever.
Mhm.
But if it's zoned commercial, then you have to treat it as commercial property. And that could be a little difficult because a lot of times you don't have anything to compare it to. You'll get into income, what properties are producing as far as income, see what other properties are leasing for per square foot in there. It's just a totally different ball game.
All right. Okay.
A
Thank
lot of
you.
times you're not going to have anything close to compare it to as far as the comp. So it's
Okay.
going to have to be income driven as far as value.
Okay. Um, let's see here. On TikTok, the question is, I'm looking to get my first deal really ready to put the work in. Any tips?
All right, they're looking to get their first deal, and they're really ready to move forward. Okay, so you're doing what you need to do. The main thing is that you got to educate yourself, and you take advantage of that. I know that it sounds like I give the same answer when someone asks that question, but
Mhm.
2 + 2 is still 4. You when I say educate yourself, the education is to tell you what to do first after you've educated yourself. Something magical is going to happen. It's going to tell you what to do. But if you just want an actual first step, assume that you have educated yourself and you're still not sure, a lot of people just need that confirmation. It's time to start trying to generate activity with buyers and or sellers, right?
Mhm.
Well, if you're going to deal with buyers, there's some simple free things you can do networking wise to start to build a buyers list. And ideally, you'll want to feed those buyers what their buy box is, what they're looking for. Now, there are different ways you can go out and find those deals. There are free methods such as co-wholesaling, as we talked about earlier, which is another word for JVing or joint venturing with other wholesalers. You build a buyers list of 5 to 10 buyers that are active, and you feed them other wholesalers deals. Now, you can do your own marketing, right, to generate leads, driving for dollars, text messaging, text the word text if you want to learn how to do that, cold calling. You want a dialer to help you do that, text the word dialer to speed up the process to make it more efficient. Um, Text the word buyers if you want to build a buyers list using real estate agents. So those are the things that you just must do to start wholesaling. The first things you're going to do. It's all about buyers and sellers. All about buyers and sellers.
All right. Thank you. Adrian Deshay, I see your
I thought that was you. I'm like, I didn't know that was you.
you know that ain't my man. Stop. Okay. That I see your profile picture there. As soon as I see that go down and see your lovely face, I'll bring you on live. But thank you for coming into the chat room. Just let me know when you're ready. Okay, so Chad Tep says, I'm in Arizona and there are a couple of large companies that buy homes and are obviously trying to corner the market. Do you have to deal with that in Alabama?
Okay, so he says there's a couple of large outfits in Arizona that are trying to corner the market. It's not possible. Zillow, do you think anybody's bigger than Zillow and got the cash war chest that they have? They got out the business. And they only ended up with, I think it was, I can't remember exactly, it was only a couple thousand houses. or whatever. It might have been more than that. It may have been closer to 10. I'm not sure what, but it's millions of houses and they only had 5 to 10 of them. We'll go with that number, right? It's not possible, my man. If you're wholesaling, those are the people that you want to be in business with. If they're buying up the houses like that, trust me, they'll do business with you. It's just not possible, especially if you're talking about in Phoenix. It's not possible for one individual or one group of one company or companies to buy up all the real estate. It's just not possible. Not in a city like that. It's not. Get out there and do your thing.
All right. Clue FX on TikTok.
Oh, and I hadn't mentioned all night.
What you ain't mentioned all night?
You can skip houses. You know you can skip houses by texting the word mini.
M-I-N-I.
Yeah, M-I-N-I to 205-964-5243. And you can partner with me on commercial real estate, aka self-storage. You can just skip houses and you can target properties all over the country. I teach you how to do all of that for F-R-E-E. Free if you didn't know what that spelled.
F-R-E-E. Yeah, I'll stop right there.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, Clue FX on TikTok says, I'm 17, just started wholesaling a month ago, just closed a $10,000 yesterday. Your videos help a lot. I started with no money either. Now, keep in mind, he would have had to have someone 18 or older to partner with on his deals.
What did he say when he started? What did he say when he started?
He said he's 17 and he just closed his first deal with $10,000 with the help of your videos.
Oh, wow. What's his name?
It says Clue FX.
Clue FX. Text me, man, if you want to share your story. 205-964-5243. Text me.
All right. Look at that. We went from having nobody in the chat room.
And LT, get off my phone.
LT. Yeah, get off the phone. All right. So Ace Twine, you ready?
I'm ready.
That's what's up. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing
good.
How y'all doing?
Good.
What's going on, man?
Man, nothing much, man. You know the grind don't stop.
Oh, yeah.
It don't stop, man. So I want to tap in with you and want to get some more information and updates on these self-storage properties, man. I'm kind of having a tough time finding true leads. Like, it's tough because I've been calling, but it's like I'm not running across like nobody that's interested. I don't know if I'm calling the wrong people, I'm in the wrong area. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to figure it out, man.
What markets are you? Who are you targeting?
So I'm targeting right now. I'm in Rockwood, Tennessee.
What is that?
That's a town with a population of like 5,000 people.
Those are ideal the places that you want to target, right?
Yeah.
It's only probably going to be how many in that town? Probably 4 or 5, if even that many.
Yeah, about 5,200 people.
No, I mean, how many facilities are there?
Facilities. Day for yesterday, I calculated up. It went up to be like 116 facilities.
Wait a minute, in Rockwood?
Yeah, in Rockwood.
That many self-storage facilities?
Uh-huh.
One on your corner.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This must be outside.
Rockwood.
Well, it's not far. So, technically, you're near Knoxville.
Right.
Yeah. So, technically, that's a suburb of Knoxville. Let me see how far that is exactly.
Oh, Metro.
Yeah, technically, that's a little close to a major population because now, see, no, it's not. Actually, it's not that close. It's not that. No, I said Nashville. My bad. Knoxville. I did wrong. Yeah, Knoxville. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's 50 miles. That's a good distance away. All right, but when you started doing your when you start to move around the map, you want to go east of Rockwood. Headed back toward whatever state is over. You sort of be headed back toward probably northeast would be better, either northeast or south of Rockwood, because in either direction you're going to be headed toward Knoxville or Nashville. If you go left to right, east to west, I mean, right? So you want to really go north to south when you're doing your searches in those smaller towns. Yeah, so it's just all about that seems to be a pretty decent area. Well, let's do this. Let's Let's demo this right quick.
Because I was been calling, and the thing, like I said before, like they're not rude, but I kind of get some that are like, but the most part I'm getting like ain't nobody really interested in selling.
Yeah, man, we getting so many leads, man. So I know,
Yeah, man.
yeah, these people.
Give me the secret.
It's some of these folks out here. I'm just blown away with the amount of leads that they're generating for us, right? So right now, guys, I'm on Google Maps using Zompz, ZOMPZ. Now, Zompz was built for making Zillow wholesaler and real estate investor friendly. You can access Zompz on your laptop or desktop. Just go on to Zompz, ZOMPZ.com to access Zompz. But we're here. So I put in Rockwood, Tennessee. So the next time, so I'm there. So it's in this area. Where is it? Let me make sure I get zoom in on it. Okay, boom. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here and put in self-storage. All right, self-mini storage. Okay, so all right, so just looking at this right now, I'm only just pulling up these few right here. Now, if I zoom out a little more and hit search again, but as far as Rockwood, you're talking about this general area right here, right? Okay,
Right.
so looks like all of these would be considered mom and pops. I see one yellow there. That would be considered an institutional size property. So I'm scrolling down. Let me make sure here. So, all right. So yeah, it's pulling in. See, it's pulling in stuff all in Knoxville. See how close it is?
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be doing that. So let's do this. All right. So I'm gonna go up here. Let me find me all of this a little populated type little area here. So let me go. Let me zoom out a little more. All right, let's do this. I know how to. All right, so let's go down in this area right here. I'm in Alabama. I'm more familiar with this. So real quick. All right, so we're here close to Demopolis, Alabama, right?
Right.
What's near Demopolis? Where he is?
No. I just randomly pulled that up.
Oh.
Yeah, I just randomly pulled that up. Okay, so I'm in Demopolis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really not a really large city of any site close to that. So, all right, so it pulled up a few self-storage facilities in Demopolis, which is cool. All right, so now if I scroll down, see, it's pulling in. Let me search this area. It's pulling in more than what I wanted to pull in. All right, so
when you hit all, it kind of calculate the major cities too.
Yeah, so what you'll want to do, like when I chose Demopolis and then put in self-mini storage, and then if you'll notice, let me zoom out. So I'm gonna just say search this area. So it started staying right in this area. So over here to the left, if I scroll down, you say you've reached the end of the list. So you see it's only a few of them here. So now if I hit all, so it's going to go ahead and add each one of those. So it's only like 5 of them.
5, 6.
Yeah, it's 5 of them right there. So once it does that, and then the notification to show you it's at the end is going to pop up, and then I go over here to the little key. So now if I go over to storage X-ray, so only those 5 are in there.
Gotcha. Okay, but you got to click search this area so it can stay in that area.
Yeah, so it'll stay in that area. Yeah.
Okay, exactly. That's what I've been probably doing wrong then.
Yeah. So because once you start getting into Knoxville and those large cities, you're dealing with a lot of property managers. But when you stand in small towns like Demopolis, it's 5 of them there, which that's a lot for a town that's probably less than 10,000. Everybody pick up the phone is going to be the owner for the most part.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what you're looking for. Now, I'm not saying you can't find some in larger cities. It's just going to be a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. But normally they're going to have property managers in place.
That's what I've been dealing with. A lot of property managers, owners out of state. Like I've been dealing with all that, man.
Yeah. Cool. So but that's the thing. The main is just making sure you're not that close. 50 miles is normally a good distance from a decent sized city, right? And normally you can just tell on the map. Like if I zoom out here, so you see where Birmingham is. So it's a couple 100 miles. Then you got Montgomery. Probably where's Tuscaloosa? So Tuscaloosa is probably the closest decent sized little city, but you see it's such a big difference. So if I zoom in on Demopolis, then hit search area, then it's just only really going to hone in on that area. Yeah. So and that'll change. Trust me, that'll change everything for you because you're going to find a ton of towns that fit that criteria. I think I did a search on Bard, which is Google's version of ChatGPT. They said like 16,000 towns that are 10,000 or less as far as population.
Oh man,
that's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah,
nationwide. That's a lot.
Is on your side.
All right.
no, definitely, man. I appreciate your time, man. For real, that really answered my question.
All right, no problem at all, man. Great question. I hope it helps some other people too, man. Thanks for joining us again, man.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
hit
no
me
problem.
up. Yeah, hit me up sometime. We'll do some lunch or something.
Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah.
That's one.
All right, see y'all later. Be safe.
All right. Yes, sir.
All
yeah,
right.
so to get that same training that Twan has gotten and others, text the word mini to 205-964-5243. And mini is spelled, Adria, how?
M-I-N-I.
Boom, 4 letters.
That's it. All right, Adrian, Deshae, you ready? Ready. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How's everybody doing?
I'm good. I don't know about title. And
where are you live streaming from, AD?
I'm in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah.
St. Louis. Okay. I've been to St. Louis once. I the company that do the bandit checks for me. Banditchecks.com. If you want to try to send direct mail to get motivated sellers calling you faster, go to banditchecks.com. That's BINDIT checks.com. But I've been to St. Louis is the point I'm making. What you got, baby girl?
Okay. So I actually started with just looking for some property for a home to buy. But in the process, I ended up getting a list of land reutilization from the city. And in the city, they have so many properties that's either it's land or the homes that's just like been abandoned or destroyed from fires. And basically, they got it where you can just put in bids. Like I can put in, I'm sorry, my TV loud.
No, you're
Son,
good. Go
turn
ahead.
the TV down. So you can put in bids like to buy some property or buy some land for a little as $1. So I was just thinking like, oh my God, there's so much land and property that I can buy. Why not get the list, turn around, start buying some property and land and flipping it? But I just don't really know like how to get started in flipping it. I mean, I have all the information. I got the property. I already know who owns it because it's owned by the city. And
all right. Now, what you want to find out from the city is what is their buying process, and do they have any restrictions after you purchase it? Because Birmingham, somebody spelled many, M-A-N-Y. M-I-N-I. M-I-N-I. All right, anyway. So like here in Birmingham, they have the Birmingham Land Bank. So if you buy, you can find some extremely good deals, right? But when they first started doing, they didn't care what you did with it, but they seen a lot of people were buying them and trying to flip them, but couldn't flip them. And then the property it'll still sit there as an eyesore, right? And so they put a restriction in is that whenever you buy the property, you have to submit plans, if it's land or if it's a house, on how you're going to develop it into something better. You can't resell it unless you present those plans, and they're just trying to make sure it's executed. They'll let you buy it, and you probably can still sit on it, but I think they even put a time frame on. If you don't do something with it, they'll take it back. I think it's something crazy that. So what you need to make sure of, if you purchase something, are there any restrictions on what you do with it after that, after you purchase that piece of land or house? A lot of times they have restrictions on that because they really want you to develop it.
Okay, so find out any restrictions on it. Okay, so if they don't have any restrictions on it, so I can buy it.
Well, again, it's still going to, at the end of the day, depend on what's the exit strategy. So if you get something for $1, obviously, you can sell it for 1,000 or 2,000. You know, hey, that's easy, or whatever. So, have you visited any of those properties that they that you've pulled from that list?
Yeah, I got the list right here. Like a lot of the properties are just been burned down. Okay, so let me give you an address off of one of them.
Okay.
Okay. And I actually like this one. This one is it's 5959
Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on one
Julian.
second for me. Hold on one second.
Okay.
All right, give it to me again. 5959
Julian, yes.
Julian
Uh-huh.
Road Street.
Julian Street.
All right, let me share my screen here. Where are we?
And all their homes are just boarded up or burned down.
I got you. All right, so all right, so on this one here, right? So let me right click. We'll pull it up in Zillow, see what we got. All right, so how much do they want for that one?
Let me get back on this. See, it's up for a bid. These houses are like bids. You put a bid
Right.
in for the city, and if somebody outbids you, let's say I put 2,000 down, and if somebody outbid me with 2,500, then they win on the bid. So it's off of bids. The
Okay.
next bid that they have is October 4th. So it's like an application process. I gotta fill out all my information, bank information, present it to the city, let them know, and they'll give me an answer by October 25th if I got approved to buy it or not.
Oh, okay. So do they share what how many people are bidding on the property?
I don't know. This is my first time going for it, so I got a few properties. I haven't presented it yet. It's not until next Wednesday that I'll go. So I'll find out like then if they got other people who bid on it or not.
Okay, so it's still listed in somebody's name here, but that doesn't mean the city hadn't taken it back. Looks like someone tried to, well, it did sell. It sold for $9,800 back in 2020. Well, almost 10,000. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I wonder what happened here because that person just recently bought it. Interesting. Also easy, and it was a normal transaction. They used the warranty deed, so that's going to be interesting to see why. Within 3 years, the city now has acquired this particular property. It was a cash transaction, 3 years ago. So just let us know how that turns out.
Okay.
But yeah, so just understand the process before you dive too deep on that. You want to know will there be I removed it. Will there be any restrictions on what you can do with it once you get in? Is there a time limit on how long you have to keep the property?
Okay. Can I give you another one? Because there's some other ones on here. Like they got 4-family flats on here, 2-story units with
Yeah.
2-unit bricks. Okay, so this one is 4549 Adelaide.
All right.
Adelaide is ADELA.
Let me give it to me again. 49 what?
49. I'm sorry, 4549 Adelaide Avenue.
Spell it again.
ADELAIDE Avenue.
All right. This says LRA, whatever that means.
Yeah, that's the people that own it.
Okay. So yeah, they own over 9,000 properties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So not sure what I can tell you on it. It doesn't even show any transaction history on this one. So again, if the city actually owns this, you'll still want to know are there any restrictions on it?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks
No
for
worries.
joining us. Please join us again and let us know how that turns out.
All right.
Have a good night.
All right.
You too.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm gonna ask a couple of questions from the chat, and then we're gonna get into CB Jude because they're waiting. And Salt and Pepper, I see you down there, but I don't see your face. But it's okay. Give me just a minute.
Oh, it's mad.
Ruben, let's talk about bandit signs. We haven't talked about it in a good while. So are bandit signs still a good thing to do? And where could one go to find said bandit signs?
Okay, so that we're gonna do the chat or we're not?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The question is, who got the cheapest bandit signs?
Oh, that's the question.
But then somebody else asked, are bandit signs still?
Let's do the second question.
Okay.
Now, as far as who has the cheapest bandit signs, I have no idea. That's just a Google search away. Just do your shopping. I would shop on obviously price and then how fast they can get them to you or whatever. So it's normally difficult for local companies to beat the prices that you can get online with some of these online outfits. So, but yeah. So, oh, you already typed it in?
I did.
Okay. So what was the question I supposed to be answering?
Are bandit signs still good to use?
Okay. So are bandit signs still good to use? Okay. Now, to answer that question, are bandit signs still good to use? Yes, because anytime that you can take advantage of thousands of eyeballs, right?
Right.
For pennies on the dollar, relatively speaking, is always a good use of bandit sign, but it's a proper way of doing it. And they got to stay up. Now, it starts with the design of the sign. It needs to be clear and concise. You're only dealing with a small space, so make sure that you don't put a lot of stuff on them. But to answer the question, yes, they can be very, very, very effective for, especially for what they cost and the type of money that they can generate. So what you got?
All right. Let's
share your screen.
Gotcha. Yes, bandit signs are still a good method to use. They can be an effective way to attract potential buyers or sellers. However, it's important to do your research first and scout your market to see where you can get away with signs. You should also start with a small number of signs to test the market and then gradually increase the number based on the response you get.
That's exactly what I would say.
That's exactly what you would say.
That's exactly what I would say.
Yes. Hold on, let me see here.
What?
Let me just see.
Oh, you got another question? Okay.
I'm gonna put it in there. You answered it.
Okay.
Where can I buy bandit signs? Let me see if it pulls something. It's probably gonna say sorry.
Yeah, they're gonna probably say sorry on this.
But if it doesn't,
probably no. Okay.
If you text me, I'll send you the information on where you can pick up bandit signs. Just text the word signs to the number 205-964.
I don't say no signs. I don't think I've ever said. Did I ever say that before?
I don't know.
I don't know if I said that. You make it. Hey, that's a hallucination. Hallucinating.
It's what you said.
Yeah, and then it keep using that 522.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to correct that number.
This is a demo, but you're gonna see what you're gonna have access to. So boom.
All right. So CB, are you ready?
So if you want to be one of the first ones to get access to the Ask Flipman chatbot coaching anywhere, anytime, text the word FLEX, FLEX, to 205-964-5243. Get on the waiting list. It's going to be a limited number of individuals. I'm dead serious about that. It's not a marketing ploy. It's going to be a very limited number. I'm thinking the number is 100. The more people that show interest, the more I'll offer it to. But it's going to be very limited, especially starting out, because we want to make sure we create an unbelievable product. So some people, we may start out with maybe only 10 as testers, right? To make sure, it's doing what I really wanted to do. And then we'll build on it from there. But make sure you get on that waiting list. Text the word FLEX to 205-964-5243 so you can flex on them.
All right. So TOP podcast says you did have signs as a keyword.
I did have that one time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let me text him and say, I don't get them texts.
No, I know it ain't a keyword right now. I know it ain't. I know what the list is now, so it's not one now. But I had that as a keyword one time.
I guess so. It pulls from your info.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Other than that number wrong. Okay.
Oh, who said that?
TOP podcast.
Okay. All right.
All right, CB, you on live with us.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hi, Flip, and hello, ma'am.
Hello, where you
Hey,
joining us from?
Bat Cave, ain't
Yes, the back cave in
it?
Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
Gary in there. What's happening, Gary? Home of the
Yes,
Jacksons.
I have a situation, Flip. I have a
Birthday.
house up under contract, and uh, did the numbers and everything. Everything worked out. I started off asking 55. Now I'm all the way down to 30. Um, the problem with the house is it's a brick home with a 3 bedroom, one and a half bath, 2 car garage attached. But the roof needs to be replaced, and it was leaking, and it's caused part of the ceiling in the kitchen to fall with the insulation.
Oh,
Um, so this is why I've dropped it down so low. Everybody come in and be like, "Oh, it needs a lot of work, a lot of this, a lot of that." Um, I'm like, well, it's a 6 figure home, so it's
really?
already marked down, you know.
Okay, so what? So
But
what's the ARV on it?
after repair back, what was it?
ARV for guys is after repair value, basically
Yeah,
if your
no.
house is
Okay,
pretty
yeah.
good extra condition.
It was like 108, something like that.
What's
Hundred
the
eight
square
thousand.
footage?
I don't know what the square footage is.
Okay, that's very important because um, that house sounds like it needs a total rehab. If it has water damage like that from the roof, that's going to be all over the place, not more so in the kitchen. Water is we can't live without it, but it's probably killed more human beings than since we've been on this planet. Do you know? Do you have, since you have it under contract? What's the address? I'll tell you what it is.
1498 Williams Street.
1498. What is it?
Williams, Williams.
And what, Gary?
Yes, Gary.
All right. Showing it's 1,080 square feet. All right. So we're basically looking at about 50 grand in repairs, right? So you said the ARV is what? We'll just say 110, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're trying to make 10 grand on that, you would need to be on the contract for under 20,000 for sure. Where are you on your contract?
At first she had started out at 31.5,
Uh,
and that was when I was trying to get it for 55. Um, but now she just want to get rid of it, because she says she's tired of it, and she just want me to get whatever I can get for it.
okay. Well, I would if you could get that below 15, you could possibly put it out back out there at 2025, and you should be able to move it.
Below 15.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll try again. But I have exhausted all of the investors that I know. I
Yeah.
went through probably about 19,
Yeah. See,
20 of
if you get it a lot cheaper, then you can put it back out there, like I said, 2025. Assuming you got like say 15 or less. 10 would be ideal. Then you should be able to move it if I'm understanding the condition of it.
Well, the basically the main thing is the roof and that partial of the kitchen ceiling.
No, it has to be in worse condition than that if it's leaking through the roofs like that. You know what I'm saying? So because you have to think in terms of they're trying to get it, in really good shape. So if you have an issue like that, I have no idea. I'm just going by what I think.
Uh-huh.
It's going to cost a significant amount of money. But again, I may be wrong on that. But well, I know I'm not wrong because your investors are let me know you're not wrong. I'm not wrong because they're not paying 30. So
Well, I
obviously it needs
just
a lot more repairs.
today is the first day I'm gonna put I'm putting it down to a 30.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what now? What do you have it under contract for?
Uh, It was 31.5, but now it's whatever I can get. She just told me whatever I
Well,
can
no,
get
no, no,
for
no.
it.
You want to lock your number in. You don't want no guesswork here. You want to lock your number. Don't spend any more energy on that until you have it under contract for 15,000 or less. If you can't do that, don't fall in love with a property. Either the numbers work or they don't.
Right. Well, I had told her this morning probably about 15.
Okay. Well, then,
Yeah.
yeah, get it under contract for that amount before you let any other investors know about it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Charles. I don't see you down there. Where you at? The salt and pepper, y'all.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, yep, there we go.
I heard them, man.
Hey. Let me ask the Thai bot, Mr. Thai bot. Okay,
Okay,
Mr. Thai bot, what happened to
little
you,
tie
man?
bot.
You said you got to text the word slay, not flex. What are we doing here?
No. Okay. Good. Great question. It's all about tracking. So I have
Yeah,
to know. I have to know which video is producing what. Right. Both of them are gonna give you the same thing though.
you're gonna
So if
get
you
the
want to
same algorithm. Is that what you're
yeah,
telling me?
you're gonna be the same thing. It's gonna go all go to the same place. I just need so if someone texts flex, they watch this video. If
I
someone
got you.
texts slay, they watch that video. So same thing.
Okay, I'm just making sure,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Thai
yeah,
bot.
yeah. I
By the
love
way, I just want to let you know the bot is a little bit more sophisticated, obviously, because you just
Oh wow.
it.
I'm just playing. You just tell it like it is. You know a bot ain't gonna do that, brother. You know a bot ain't gonna do
Yeah,
that.
nah. Hey, we're gonna try to get it into my tone, but it's definitely answering how I would answer, but more in a professional manner. And maybe how Adrian is reading, maybe she needs to read it in a different tone.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
Adrian. See, Adrian, you're in trouble now. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Read it like you from Tuscaloosa.
Okay. Okay. I will.
Or you can read it like you're from Brooklyn, New York. Eh?
Hey. Yeah.
Uh,
I'll do both.
hey, on a serious note, I've been off a little while. I'm just trying to, get this thing rolling. But with that being said, whew, Northeast is it's a canker in the mouth with all the garbage that we got going on and this situation politically.
Yeah.
So I found a property, and I found it in a good neighborhood. You may want to look it up for me, and I'll give you some details that I've got. Long story short, we'll try to make it as quick as we could. It's 101
Okay. Hold on one
Dale
second.
Mere Road. 101
What is it? 101.
Dale, Dale, Mere, Mere Road, Staten Island, New York.
Wait a minute. DALE
Yes,
Road.
Mere, Dale Mere Road, Dale Mere Road.
Delmere.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Staten Island, New York. Now,
Spell it for me. All right, there it is. Okay.
all right, there she is. Okay, before you just go any further, I'm gonna just throw what I've got with you before you start just making your own calculation. Now
All right.
that house is just I've been inside of it, Flip. I've been inside of it.
Okay.
So it's a tear down. It's a tear down.
Okay.
You could see it right off the bat. It's a tear down. The
Huh?
pictures look way better than you going inside the property, and that's always the case. But
Okay.
anyway, um, you saw that 849,000. That's in Staten Island, New York. Most of the properties that are around, you're going to see the comp. They're 1 million, 2 million. They were tear downs. They made $2 million homes out of them.
Mm-hmm.
So now this guy seems to be motivated. As you see, it says he's been on the market for 4 months. He brought it down 1,000. Whoopie doopie do. So I met the real estate agent. I can't. This is an MLS listing. So I talked to the agent. I asked her, "Hey, listen, let's just meet together." We met together. She's given her spiel. Not a problem. I gave my spiel. So I did a comp in that area, and see what you got, but I've got a comp at, hold on now, I've got a comp at 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's 1,122 square feet. It's almost the same demographics as what we're looking at 101 at 697 North Railwood Avenue. Let me just give you that. So write it down or whatever you need to do, and then you just do your thing and tell me, can we get 500 for that sucker to get this motivated seller going? Give him 500 cash as is.
Yeah, for your take 500, yeah, that's now. Of course, it has an agent
Now,
involved in this transaction.
yes,
Yeah, it does. That's man, wow. Offers are free though. You taking them? They want to take a 350 haircut. That's a tough one.
I know that's just that now. See what you get, but I got that. I got that ARV, my ARV. I got it at 520 on the ARV, but I'm thinking just five. Wants to go lower, he can go lower, but I don't think he's going to do that. He's a contractor of the home, I think. That's what she said. I don't know if she's lying,
Okay.
but see what you get coming up, and then we can just compare, if you would please, kindly.
Yeah, let me just go. There's a lot of activity in here, so let me
All right,
do the
there's a lot.
last 30 days.
Yeah.
I think you're right in here. Um,
There is the
yeah,
with the ARV that I've got, Ty,
mhm.
crosses a type of a main road. It crosses though. See, that's I know we're not supposed to really cross if we don't have to, but that's the only one that I found that's just comparable to this property that's going for 849, and he sold it at 520 in August of this year.
Okay. Let me go back.
I'm just throwing that at you. That's all. So,
90 days. All right. Okay, so let me use a boundary here. Let me remove the boundary to draw a little deal here and hit apply. And I'll add all of these.
now, what's that major highway you got there? What's that before that circle right there? See that bubble you drew? That's
Yeah,
what is
yeah,
that?
yeah. I'm
Is
staying.
that
I'm staying above that, so we're
is that
good.
Richmond? Is that I think that's
Um,
Richmond.
yeah, it's Richmond. Yeah. So
Yeah, see, I'm going over Richmond at the 520. That's why but
okay.
it's a perfect comparable, man. But go ahead.
All right. So your property, and I'm not sure what's going on with my zumps here, but your property was built in
145.
1945, and it's just 1090 square feet. So it won't even
Mm,
let me do what I need to do here. But see, none of these properties here are over a million, and all of them are either a little bigger or a lot bigger than yours. So I'm not sure how they're pricing their property at that amount. That's probably why it's been on the market still for 4 months. But yeah, you can offer the 500. Again, offers are free. But it's priced at what houses should sell for in that area. Is my point. Even though
right.
it needs a lot of repairs.
Yeah, he. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, Ty. What he's probably going to do, what he's probably going to, he's the buyer. That's a tear down. That's what I'm saying. It's a tear. There's nothing to fix in there. It's a tear
Well, if
down.
it's
Unless
if it's a tear down, then 500 is not cheap enough, and because the houses are only selling for what they're asking. So now you need that property because after construction, let me just say this: you need that property in the maybe 200 max. If it's a tear down now, but I don't see it as a tear down. That house
no,
it
yeah,
could be
yeah,
renovated.
right. That's what it's an option A. It's an option B. I wanna. There's nothing. There's no hurt in putting in a contract with the agent. I told the agent, listen, you keep all your 6%. You write the contract. Just represent me. That's what I told her. Correct.
Yeah, so if New York is a dual state where agent can represent the buyer and the seller, then yeah, if not, you have to bring your own agent to the table. But yeah, nothing hurts you to put the offer in.
Ty, take a look at 697 North Railroad Avenue. Railroad Avenue, just quickly, and
What
see
is it?
that. See that's if it's a good comparable.
You say 6'9" what?
697 North Railroad Avenue, Staten Island.
697 North.
Railroad. Yeah, I thought it was just at a great comp, man. They got 520. They bought it at 520, man. But the problem is it crosses the road.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that. We got too much data on the others, right?
Right.
On the others. So, they got it at a good deal. Houses are selling for more than that. So they got that one at a good deal, though. That's not a comp that you would use for an ARV because price houses are selling for more than this.
Even though he bought it at 520. Yeah, and
Yeah, he bought it at 5. He got a good deal on it,
So
That's
it could be
it
it could be a potential at 5. He could bite. He could not bite, right?
You never know. Again, you never know. That's a serious haircut for somebody to take 350 grand, but you never know.
Holy smokes, man. If smoke was holy, man, let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's just that. So all of those comparables that we're looking at, those are all 800s and up, man. It's just that look at that house. You see that house, Ty, man? That's just it's a piece of junk, man. He's got to do so much work on that thing, man. That's what I'm saying. A wood 500, he should take it being motivated in 4 months. Am I correct or am I wrong?
This house is only like 1080 square feet. Even if you put 100 grand in it, right? Which I don't see that you need to, but even if you put 100 grand in it, and he could get that number, but he's gonna have to. But I don't see 100 grand worth of work in this house. This house is livable, man. Unless it doesn't look like this, it needs cleaning up, but it's livable. I know that's subjective, but this house is livable. It's not a tear down.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. It's got ceiling work. He's got holes in the ceiling. He's got cracks in the floor. He's got a boiler downstairs. There's a lot of work. I'm looking at least 50 to 60,000 in repair.
That's different than a tear down. Now, a tear down, you start talking about new construction. Now you're talking about spending $400 or $500 grand. Assuming the square footage, whatever that may be. So that's totally different from spending 60 grand. To get it, in really good retail shape. Because houses will sell, with renovations in there. So, but again, just make the offer, see what happens. Let us know what happens.
All right, guys. Good night. Peace. See you.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Boom. All right, guys. So we showed you the chat bot. That was the title of the video. Text the word flex to get on the waiting list, 205-964-5243. 205-964-5243 to get on the waiting list. Text the word flex. Still interested in partnering with me on self-storage? Text the word mini, MINI, to 205-964-5243. Anything else you want to add, AP?
No, I don't.
All righty. I really appreciate AP providing her assistance. No way I could do this without her. So again, guys, this is a wrap for Flippinar 283. Get on that waiting list. Flipman, ask Flipman chatbot. Get coaching anywhere, anytime. Thanks. And we will see you guys on the FLIPSIDE.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that.